to get to 1-0 tonight at home, to be our home opener here, Schumann Stadium. Just proud of the response. We got on the bus to start the process and come back to Muncie last Wednesday night. And guys, when they came in on Thursday, the focus was great. The energy was great. The attitude was great. And just proud to see their hard work pay off. We had a great week of preparation here. The goal was to get to 1-0. We knew Eastern Michigan was going to be a great opponent, very well coached team. Coach Creighton's done a great job there. And so it was a battle. By no means was it perfect. Obviously, in the first half, the game ebbs and flows. We had 2 critical turnovers there. We had several penalties. Obviously, gave up some big plays there from a defensive standpoint. That's a credit to our defensive young men. That's a credit to our defensive staff for it's a battle, man. The game ebbs and flows. And the one thing that we tried to make crystal clear to each other here is we got your back. No matter how the recipe and how the formula unfolds on any given night, man, it's every game. The MAC conference is a beautiful conference, man. And there are going to be battles. And however the game unfolds, we're going to stick by each other's side. And when ebbs and flows, there's good things that happens defensively. There's good things that happen offensively. And then at the same time, there's things that, the respective sides of the ball struggle with. So we just got to hang in there with each other. And that's what makes me the most proud about this team and a group of leaders that we have is that that's truly evident throughout the second half of the game.
We'll go to Ian Hansen.
So kind of going back on Huntley, 6 straight 100-yard games and, 9 of the last 10. Can you kind of talk about what makes him so special?
His work ethic. You see him, on game night, you see him pile up those yards on game night, but the way he works in practice is special, man. He only knows one speed, and that is full speed. And, he comes out each and every day with a smile on his face. He loves the game. He loves hard work. He loves his teammates, and his teammates love him, and they love blocking for him because, he is appreciative. And, he's just one of those guys that's a rare player. And very fortunate to have him here, with the Cardinal family and to see him, have the game that he did tonight. And, it's by no means any surprise to any of us, as coaches, the staff, his teammates. But what makes him so special is that you get the same thing from him each and every day, no matter what practice it is, what day of the week it is. He loves it, and he's got a smile on his face, and he's always ready to work.
And then when he has the kind of performance he has tonight, how does it open up the offense to being able to get those kind of passes to Johannes Tyler and, just have that variety?
Well, we feel, I know I feel very fortunate to have some great weapons here and a very unselfish group of young men. And, it all starts on the ground. If we can get the run game established, it opens up a lot of different things. And so there were several guys that made huge plays tonight, not only Caleb, but, Justin in the running game. Will Jones had some big runs. Obviously, Antoine had some huge catches. Johannes had some huge catches. So we got some weapons, and it's great to see those guys get touches. And it's a very, very unselfish group that they want to see the other guy do well. And you hear that on the sideline. Everybody's a competitor. Everybody wants the ball in their hands. But to see those guys encourage each other and support each other is awesome.
Okay, Connor Smith.
Hey, Coach, I want you to kind of walk me through those last 4 or 5 minutes of the game with how Tyler was able to, give you guys the touchdown, and then with Hutchinson tying the game eventually before what Huntley was able to do. Just in that type of situation, how do you maintain composure as head coach and your confidence?
Well, it's a battle, and it's going to be a full 4-quarter game, and we know that. And, when you set out the week of preparation and playing a team like Eastern Michigan, look how many close contests they've been in the last 2 years, 3 years, and they're always in it in the fourth quarter. And, obviously we put ourselves behind the 8 ball a little bit early in the game with some turnovers and some penalties. But these guys fight, man. Our kids fight. They battle. Sometimes it's not pretty, but each guy had an opportunity there, especially late in the game, where they stepped up when their number was called and delivered. You mentioned Johannes. That was a huge touchdown catch, and it was on their sideline, so I couldn't probably really appreciate the effort after the catch to get in the end zone. And then certainly, Jack Knight delivered after the defense got a huge stop there, and Jack delivered a huge kick there to put us up by 7. Obviously, the big play happened, but nobody panicked on the sideline. Our team didn't panic. Nobody got down at all on the defense for giving up a big play there. It's just, hey, we got your back, man. Whatever's necessary here, to finish this thing out. Our guys didn't blink on the sideline, and the offensive line came back out there, strapped it up. Drew did a great job running the show. Obviously, Caleb had some monster runs there again late. And, again, I can't say enough about, the huge catch that the throw and the catch there between Drew and Antoine there on 3rd down. Antoine probably caught that. My guess is 2 or 3 yards short of the stick, and he just grinded. That's who he is. He's a tough, competitive dude, and he just grinded those last 3 or 4 yards out to give us a 1st down. And I felt good then because I knew then we got ourselves almost to midfield. We still had plenty of timeouts and time on the clock. And when you got Huntley and you got the line blocking they were, man, that's we were in control, and felt very confident with that.
Then one last question for you. Your special teams with Jack Knight, he had a couple of really big field goals tonight when you needed him most, and Lewis with the 51-yarder. How pleased are you with their development as head coach?
I'm excited because that was when you don't have spring ball, you don't have training camp, that was one battle that we couldn't even really put those young men in a position to compete and, in training camp where you can get some kicks, or in spring practice where we can truly try to decide how that competition would shake out. So both those guys have delivered some huge kicks here through 2 weeks. Last week you talked about the number of touchbacks there, the huge kick that Jack had last week to tie the ball game, and same thing again tonight, a huge kick to put us up by a touchdown there. And again, can't say enough about the cover unit on that last play of the game when you knew you got to cover the whole field because they're going to be throwing the ball back, lateraling the ball, and our guys were just screaming down the field trying to make sure that we finished that deal off the right way.
All right. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate you joining us. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, hang tight here. We'll have some players for you. All right, we've got Caleb Huntley here with us. We'll just take questions for Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
We'll start with Ian Hansen.
Yeah, so can you kind of talk about what goes through your head, when you week after week have these kind of performances and, help will your team to win?
What goes to my head, like, just come back and do the same thing the next week. I try to not gloat and, like, good performances because I know, like, if you get big-headed, all that could be taken away from you. So every time I practice, every time I, go over plays and stuff, I try to give it my best effort so I can have performances and help my team win every week.
How do you feel like these kind of performances help open up the offense to where you guys can have variety, whether that's, play action or, helping Johannes Tyler get that big touchdown in the 4th quarter?
Most definitely, because after you wear defense out and keep driving on them, they expect you to run the ball maybe, and then you come and pop them with a big throw, and just the same with a big throw. Like, they expect you to throw it again because you just had a big game, but if you hit them with the run, then they don't know what's coming.
Caleb, to what extent does a performance like tonight mean to you personally, especially when it comes to your confidence levels and getting towards your ultimate goal with Detroit?
It means a lot. Most people don't know I'm going through like a lot right now. I got a son. He just had surgery a couple weeks ago. Well, actually, 2 days before the Miami game. Nobody knew about that. So I try to take all the pain like inside and just let it out on the field and try to push my teammates to do the best that they can. And I know we'll make it to Detroit because everybody got that determination within them.
Caleb, how old is your son, and I guess just how much were your teammates helping you through, if at all, that pain you're talking about there?
3 months, but they definitely been helping me through it, like giving me kind of pep talk, keep my spirit up and stuff like that. the whole group, it's been a whole bunch of love towards me. So I really respect them for that. They're really my brothers.
Was your son on your mind again tonight, as whether it was during the game or just before it, as you got hyped up to play this one?
For sure. He always on my mind. I mean, that's my little guy. So everything I do is for him and my family. Like, just push through the tough times, and I know everything will work out. That's my mindset.
I know, over the summer we talked about the different things you had to go through growing up, what you and your family went through growing up. I guess when you have performances like this, and the dreams that you have, after Ball State, it's just how much confidence does it give you knowing that those kind of things are attainable if you continue to play like this?
It gives me a lot of confidence, and it makes me happy inside just knowing that I have an opportunity, or I'm working towards an opportunity of achieving my main goal. But like I said earlier, I just can't get big-headed and gloat. I got to keep on working because, that's all I know.
How can performances like this, and constantly working hard and, proving yourself on the field, how can that help influence him down the road, your son, when it comes to this?
I feel like it'll influence him greatly because he'll see that his dad put in the work, and when things was hard, he didn't give up. So me being able to teach him certain things from him just watching me, it's a blessing because I ain't had that growing up. Like, I didn't have a dad to teach me how to work hard. I had to figure out that for myself or get it from my big brother.
Anything else for Caleb? All right, Caleb, thank you for joining us. Great game tonight.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we got Johannes Tyler with us. We'll take questions for Johannes.
Hey, Johannes, after you made that touchdown from Plitt, obviously with Hutchinson tying the game, that's probably not what you wanted in the moment. But in those final 4 to 5 minutes, I was talking to Coach about this. How do you maintain that composure and confidence?
Just doing it in practice every day, working with the defense and offense, just going against each other. So we build that confidence with each other when we work together in practice and compete against each other every day.
I know you've been taking a bigger role on this team in, your receiving group, especially with Riley Miller, departing and graduating. To what extent does a win like tonight mean just to, your overall confidence levels and your belief in this team going forward?
It's just a great team win. We came through like adversity in the first half, but after halftime, Coach Neu gave us some words and just told us, to stay focused and maintain. So we just went out there and executed.
How does a performance from Huntley help open up the offense, for you to get that touchdown?
He plays a big part in the offense. Just running the ball. He's a big, fast running back. So people fear him. So that just opened up everything else. Just by them, trying to watch the run, it just opened up the throws for us.
And then what goes through your head as that ball's in the air and it's coming to your hands, and as you, catch it and get into the end zone and take the lead, what's going through your mind through that whole process?
Through the whole process, it would just be getting the ball, getting that opportunity to catch the ball and do right for the team. Just being able to make a big play when we needed it.
Anything else for Johannes? Okay. Thank you for joining us, Johannes. Congrats on the great win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, we've got stand by. We've got Brandon Martin. Should be down here shortly. All right. And last but not least, we got Brandon Martin here with us. So if you got questions for Brandon, go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, obviously the game started off slow defensively, but you all were able to rebound, outside of that last touchdown drive that they had for the most part after those first 3 scores they had. What do you feel like in your eyes changed? What enabled you all to rebound in the way that you all did?
Well, I mean, I think it first off starts with Coach Stockton and being able to adjust to what Eastern was doing, and then it comes to us as well and being able to show a capability to deal with adversity and lean on each other and continue to fight for each other throughout the game. But I think it starts with the defensive staff and Coach Stockton, Coach Jay-Z, Coach Dietz, Coach McKenzie, and Coach Connolly making the adjustments to make sure that we're in the right place to have success.
And what adjustments maybe stood out to you that enabled that success to take place?
Yeah, well, they had a lot of they were doing a lot of gap scheme runs and pulling guards, and we decided that we wanted to get into a different type of look against what they were doing, and it turned out that led us to be able to slow them down in the second half.
Other questions for Brandon here? Okay, if nothing else, we'll let you get out of here, Brandon. Congrats on the great win. Go enjoy it.
I appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You'll have a good one.